Hello guys, welcome back to my channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. It's Gilly here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another foundation review. Today we are going to be reviewing the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. They say that this foundation is going to give you up to 24 hours wear of real skin matte finish, and it's a vegan foundation as well. So I have my little samples here from Sephora because I went there yesterday with my roommates and I randomly saw it and I was like, oh my god, like I've been meaning to like try this out, and I'm glad they had it in stores. So I got some samples before I, went ahead and made a purchase, because that's the smart and responsible thing to do. I have so many foundations, like I cannot be buying foundations unless like I absolutely have to. So that's why I got samples of this, and this is also a really great way to like try things out before you invest in them. So if you didn't know that Sephora gives out samples, then you definitely should. Before I jump into all the nitty-gritty things about this foundation, I do want to let you guys know that I also have my roommates trying this foundation as well. They put theirs on since this morning at 10, but we were like all going to church together and I was late, so I didn't get to do my face and record for you guys, and I also didn't get to take any image of their faces at the beginning, but I will have them come in and tell you guys their opinions at the end, because we all have different skin types, so they can tell you what they thought about the foundation, just so that I think you guys could get like a more broad perspective of what this foundation is and whether or not it will or will not work for you. So without further ado, let's jump right into the review. But before all of that happens, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe down below. Y'all know where the button is, I don't have to tell y'all, as well as follow me on both Instagram and Twitter. Both of those are _ it's Gilly. Let's jump to it. So first and foremost, this is not Urban Decay's first foundation, and funny enough, I have several Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes, and I've tried other things from them, like their primer, their eye primer, and all of that good stuff, but I've never tried any of their face-based products. And I remember I had a friend that was really obsessed with like the last foundation they had that came in that like silver bottle. I'll put a picture of it somewhere, I can't remember what it's called, but she really liked it, as well as the concealer. So that's why this time I decided they came out with this new one. Let me give it a go. This foundation is the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. It costs $39 and you're getting, let's see. Okay, so for this foundation, I can't find the size on the website, like how much you're getting, but I do think it was 1 fluid ounce if I remember the bottle. It's a very sleek like bottle. It has that like, it's a plastic bottle, but it looks like glass, and it kind of, it's really nice. Like I did hold it at the store. It's very nice. I will insert a picture somewhere for you guys to see, but it's a very nice foundation, as well as it does come in 50 shades. So I do think that most people should be able to find something that works for them. Although I did have a very difficult time trying to find a shade, because it was like I could have been one or the other. So that's why I got samples of both. I got samples of the 80WY and the 81WY. It's like I thought the 80WY could be me, but it just seemed a smidge too light, and then the 81WY just kind of seemed a smidge too dark. I'm not sure. So I got both, but the WY stands for warm yellow, which I really like, because I have yellow undertones, but they're warm. They're not as golden as most people's undertones. So yeah, and both of my roommates were also able to find shades that match them very well. So I do think that there is a really nice spectrum of colors in this foundation. So, now that we've laid down all that nitty-gritty stuff, let's jump into the application portion of this video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Next, I'm going to set my face with some loose powder, because I always do this. I want to give this foundation a fair chance and set my primer. This is something I do literally every single time I wear foundation, so these are the two shades that I got, and as you can tell, this is the 80WY, this is the 81, and the 81 is just slightly darker. So I'm gonna swatch both of them on my like cheek here so you guys can see what they look like. Wow, this guy really filled up this container. So this is 80. And then this one is 81. I don't know. They both seem like they're just not my shade, but I'm more tempted to go in with the 80 because 81 just looks really dark now that I look at it. Yeah, let's go in with 80, and then if it's too light, I'll mix in a little bit of 81. I'm not sure. I am going to apply this foundation with a brush just because that's kind of my preference, but I'll do one side with the brush, the other side with the beauty blender so you guys can see the difference. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with 80. Dot a few on my face. I actually do think 80 might be like the best shade match for me. This foundation isn't very thick, but it's also not like super liquidy. It's like, I don't know, foundation-ish, foundation coverage. So yeah, so I just dotted it. It's very hard to say how much I'm putting on because I have like it in that little container. I can't pump it out. So yeah. Yeah, 80 was definitely my shade. I think that 81 would have been too dark, and if I blend it down my neck, then you can see that 80 is like a really good shade for me. So this is the side with foundation, this is the side without. I think I got very good coverage for the little amount that I did put on my face, so that's definitely a thumbs up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side with the beauty blender now. So just comparing the two sides, I do think that I got way more coverage with the beauty blender than I did with the brush. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this face just looks, this side looks really nice and flawless, whereas this one looks like I didn't put enough product on or something. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to that side and do it with the beauty blender. I think this just means if you want lighter coverage, use a brush. If you want more full coverage, use a sponge, which is so funny because normally it's the opposite. Normally sponges give you lighter coverage because they soak up more product. But either way, I'm really not mad at the finish of this, and I definitely think that this is as close to my shade as I'm gonna find. So I'm just gonna quickly go through my facial routine, put a little bit of concealer on, bronzer, set it, and we'll obviously go about our day, see how it ends up working out, and then I will show you guys the final product. So yeah, excuse me while I just go do my face. Alrighty guys, so this is the final product. Like I said, I do think that 80Y was a very good match. I do like the way my skin is looking right now. It's currently 12:59 p.m. So hopefully by tonight I can have some results that I can come back and, you know, show you guys what it is looking like. I'm just gonna go about my day. I kind of have a couple of assignments to do, places to be, so it's gonna be kind of a full day, and I just want to see how this is gonna hold up so that I can either give this a thumbs down or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So either way, hopefully it works out really well, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Wow. Okay guys, so it's currently 3:46. I've only been wearing this foundation for like almost 4 hours. They've been wearing it since like 9 a.m., which is way longer, obviously. So these are our results. I'm ending this review now because I don't like the way my face looks and I think it's way too oily. Jatara's face is pretty oily and she doesn't have oily skin typically. And then Tanea has been blessed with really nice skin, so nothing happened for her, so I guess we could say it worked for you.
It did.
Do you think it worked for you?
Yeah, it feels kind of heavy on my face. That's the only thing I don't like.
Okay, so it doesn't feel good. Was that when you put it on or after the fact? Like as the day went on it felt heavier? It's never a good look. Okay, what about you? What happened when you put it on? Oh, also, did you use a primer?
No.
No, okay. So no primer and her face looks like that. Did you use a primer?
I did. I used Fenty.
Okay. I did use a primer too. Mine looks horrible. My face looks really horrible. Also, it looks really good on camera, I feel, but in person, my face is a grease pan and it's not nice. Like, I know I have oily skin, but even for me, this is too much. It's only been like 3-4 hours. This is not enough time for my face to look like this. So I was the color 80WY. Jatara was 70WK. WR.
I use this one.
And Tanea used the 80WO. Okay. So overall, guys, what are we gonna say about this foundation? Are we saying yes or no? Are we buying it or no?
I think it's a wintertime foundation.
This is true.
Because, you know, here we ain't got no moisture, so it's just a necessary thing. But I'm never normally oily in my chin. So this is very different for me.
True.
It doesn't look bad on camera, but in person, I just feel and look greasy.
I also feel like this, like I feel like I have foundation on, which I don't like feeling. I never usually like feel like this until it's been like, I don't know, a 16-hour day and it's like, God, this needs to come off. But it's been like 4 hours and I feel like I've been wearing this for ages.
Yeah.
Like, it feels heavy. So, guys, unfortunately, we will not be endorsing the Urban Decay foundation. If it works for you and you have good skin, yay.
And maybe not use a primer. Maybe that's the trick.
You're right. Maybe you don't use a primer. That doesn't work for me. But if you are one of those lucky souls that your face does nothing with anything on it or without, then that's probably a really, really good deal. But for me personally, I'm going to have to say no on this foundation. It's a negative. I'm not buying this. And this is, guys, why you buy samples. Or not buy samples. You get samples because then you can try it out and you didn't spend any money. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this review. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good review, which always makes me sad because I do like having good products and I like finding good products, but you know, every now and then there's a unicorn that comes through and it's a bad boy. So that's going to be it for us today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do that, as well as follow me on both Instagram and Twitter. I don't think they want to be followed on Instagram and Twitter, so don't do that. I think their pages are on private. But yeah, thanks for trying this out, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah?
Now I'm going to go wash my face.
That's what everybody's trying to do.